Hey, welcome. All my right thinkers. Thanks for tuning in to check out your boy, P-Funk, thinking right out here in the lab. What I do to do for you. Oh, I got a nice lesson for you today. Put the kids away. This is grown folk talk. Rightism, 25 rules to live by. Storytelling, story with a message. There's a message in my stories for life. I give life lessons. You tune in and receive them. I appreciate you. The numbers say you like what I'm doing too, so let's keep it going. Right Thinkers mission, and that's what I'm on. Is to enlighten, inspire, educate, and motivate you, the individual, to a higher spiritual level of enlightenment. Right Thinkers way of life through mental and spiritual discipline daily will help and guide you to obtain your goal of spiritual enlightenment, aka know thyself. That's my mission, to get all right thinkers to do just that. If you tune into me, that should be your goal, because that's what my agenda is to do, to get you to know thyself. Let's go. Do you know you? Most of us think we do. That's fine. When I get done, you become a master right thinker philosophy, you will know you. That's why I do what I do, for you, to know you. A person who knows not and knows not that they know not is foolish. Disregard them. A person who knows not and knows that they know not is simple. You teach them, they're ready to learn. That's why I do what I do for you. Stay tuned. I got you. I appreciate you too. A person who knows not and believes that they know, dangerous. Avoid them. I do. A person who knows but knows not that they know is asleep spiritually. I'm the spiritual alarm clock, here to wake you up with knowledge of self. A person who knows and knows that they know is wise. Follow them. All these persons, they reside in you. Right thinkers know that self. To my eye, be true. When I said, sometimes I spend too much time in my lab, because I got time to come up with different ideas and things to think about. So I just came up with one. Let me try to get this point across. Right thinkers, let's talk about having a mental and spiritual orgasm, aka blissed. When you put the heart and the mind together, that's internal intercourse, and you will have an nihas reaction, anointed, but you will become wise, you become enlightened. That's the orgasm, that feeling that, yeah, that's you and God becoming one. In other words, having sex with yourself. You self-pressure yourself mentally and spiritually, and that's okay. Don't get caught up in it. When we learn what that thing is for, fellas, yeah, do the same thing with the knowledge I'm giving you. That's what I'm saying. Little heads up. All right, let's go. Let's talk about this thing. Now, I was playing this little mind game. I figured, see how I can put them two together. So let's go. I got one over here and one over here. I'm trying to put them together to make it make sense. When you're mentally and spiritually in harmony, aka I tell you, the heart mind coherence is as if you're, once that happens, you have what you call an orgasmic feeling. We all had that feeling that just feels so. It just, yeah, spiritually, yeah, when your spirit, your heart is overflow with joy, a good thing, that's the feeling that when you and God make that connection, that's what it feels like. That's orgasmic. Not physically, but eternally, mentally, and spiritually. We think an orgasm, oh, yeah, yeah. Pump your brakes, grasshopper. Let's get the raise in consciousness and understand to have a mental and spiritual orgasm. Let's go. Now, okay, when physical satisfaction gets overwhelming, when two people are engaged in the physical intercourse, you will have an orgasm physically, yes, and hopefully both of y'all do together. Some people have issues with that, but that ain't my lesson right now. Now I'm just to get you to spiritual orgasm. I ain't Dr. Ruth. I ain't got time to be in your bedroom and tell you none of that nonsense. I'm going to give you enlightenment, education, spiritually and mentally. So you can call it love making, having sex, bumping uglies, passion sharing. But the end game is to what? You rush into what? Yeah. Like we are to self-destruction. They said the prophecy says that when man reaches his highest zenith in technology, he's gonna self-destruct. And what are we doing? Trying to get that orgasm we want to see. Okay, that's the concept. Hope I got you on board. Let's rock. Now, when you have a mental and spiritual orgasm, all that bumping, that personal intercourse, you and God are becoming one. When in the physical term, when a man sees opposite a woman, when he wants to get into her, yeah, he wants to become one with her. In your mind and heart, that's what's going on. Okay, get the concept. I hope I'm making it make sense, because I thought about it. I had it all figured out, but that was a few days ago. Now I'm looking at it and saying, what the hell is this? I'm sorry. But I'm trying to get this thing together. All right, when you having that mental and spiritual intercourse with yourself, you're becoming spiritually enlightened. But that feeling that you're going to have is just so good, undescribably. Okay, so that's not the concept. Now, when you reach nihas, that feeling right there, it's aka knowledge of self. That spiritual orgasm, that pure pleasure, that bliss of peace and contentment within yourself. If you want to have reproduction, you have physical sex intercourse, then you can reproduce. But to have a a mental and spiritual intercourse, you don't need no help. Just saying. I ain't going there. I ain't going there. Let's keep it mental. Let's keep it up here. Don't go down there. Up here. Remember, I deal with from the neck up. Okay? So understand. That pure pressure has got to be from the heart and the mind. Watch this. Now, when you know thyself, and that's the goal of all right thinkers, you will have what? Reached the ultimate spiritual orgasm. We all, right thinkers, ain't no virgins. Why? Because we all have to have that experience. Busted cherry. When I told my boy that when I was working out with my other guy getting in shape a couple years ago, man, he had me working out and I bust my gut muscle, whatever it was. He said, "Oh, you got your cherry busted." Man, I don't know about that. So yeah, spiritually, mentally, I'm gonna bust all your cherries. When you reach self enlightenment, spiritual enlightenment, you're having your intercourse with yourself. So get comfortable with the concept, please. All right, becoming one with your what? Becoming one with your higher self. See, it's all in there. The feeling of ecstasy, that pure pleasure. Most of us get it physically, so all we can identify is with it physically. I get it spiritually and mentally. Why? I learned to raise my conscious level with it. Ain't everything that's impleasurable and good for you don't have to be physical. That's why people drink, do drugs, and get addicted to everything, trying to get that feeling. I can get it without that. I'm trying to help you do the same thing. That's right thinking philosophy. Now I got you. Okay, when you have that pure ecstasy, pure pleasure that you get when you connect with what? Your higher self. That's the real deal. That's the ultimate orgasm right there. That's the end all be all. As my sister say, the bee's knees. They never heard no young people use that terminology. But yeah, you talking about a feeling. You talking about a feeling. I got that feeling. It's been 10 years now. I'm still high. Okay? So that orgasm is still coming. Excuse me, spiritually. So understand that it ain't physical. Mental and spiritual sharing is intercourse without touching that other person. It's a beautiful thing. Why? You can share in a feeling. You can share in a concept, in a thought. Remember, spiritual people, religious people, we all share in a concept and a belief system. So when we get to do that, we can love one another, we can love on each other, but we ain't got to be touching them. I ain't gonna touch you for the type of dude. So I can embrace the spiritual love and the mental love. Trust me, I live for that. When you know thyself, watch this, you don't need others to be spiritually or mentally satisfied. Again, I ain't never alone. So if you by yourself and in bad company, you need to check you. I have spiritual and mental orgasms when daily. I'm a constant. When you know God, you're spiritual and mental orgasmic. Why? You just feel it just feels so good to when you make that connection. So please understand the concept. I got it, but I hope someone else is understanding this concept. Cause man, oh man, this is it. I like this. I like this one. Now understand this. Where we at? Okay. Now a happy spiritual mind is a happy spiritual body. They go together. I study when daily, and as I work out on my bike, I'm getting the workout, and the concept is my body, my mind is set. No, my man, if I got to work, you got to work too. Pedal. So we both getting the workout, and it works like that. But that's when I exercise my mind and body, and I'm spiritually connected. That's right thing philosophy. You want to be strong physically and mentally, but more important, spiritually. Spiritual strength is the best. That's when your knowledge of God, your belief in God is strong, and it'll get you a long way. But your knowledge of God will take you over the hump every time. I guarantee you that. Knowing God will get you over life's humps. That's my point. My mind tells my body, watch this. If I have to work, so do you. That's heart mind coherence. We doing this thing together. Ain't nobody getting a free ride. We all got to put in and chip in. Again, teamwork makes the dream work. Everybody play a part. In Hollywood, if every actor played their role the way it's supposed to be played, it's an Oscar-winning performance by everybody what doing their role. Okay, in life, your personality, your character, you should put everybody in line to do what they need to do. I fashion Mission Impossible. When my man Mr. Drake got the folder, when he got the mission, he picked out the people who he needed to carry out the mission. You should feel the same way about your character. Some days you might need this, some days you might need that. Simple. My grandson, he's figuring out. I said, "Yo, grandson, good game, but I didn't see the stroke, the jumper. I didn't need it tonight, Grandpa." She's learning. See, sometimes you use that's what you need to use. That's the whole point. Then when you're getting smarter and understanding yourself, you know just what that means. He's a kid. He's 12, 13 years old. He's getting understanding of how to do what he needs to do. I love that. My son is doing a good job. But watch this. A daily routine of the women. They say a body in motion, what? Stays in motion. The heart, mind work together. The body will follow. Trust me. I'm at the gym. I see people 80 years old. I'm impressed with that. Why? I want to be at that. One of them guys at 80. He said, "Well, you're young, yeah, but I'm gonna get old, so I want to be in position to be still doing what I'm doing at 80. I got a few years to go, so I ain't in a hurry. Okay, patience, grasshopper. A daily routine. Watch this of what? Physical fitness, morning prayer, meditation keeps the body and mind in good working shape. That's the whole point. I do a little bit of something every day. A lot of people do a bunch of nothing every day. Who's going to benefit? I'm just saying. Moving on. When the body feels good, after a good workout, man, I love that hydro bed. Work the kinks out, take the cramps out, and that little, my little chair rubs it, get the good stuff out. And my mind is also fresh from meditating and downloading information as I ride my bike. I can acquire and download more information. So they work together in harmony. When two things work together, orgasm, here it comes. Yeah. All right, we're moving on. Let me get this thing done. A enlightened spirit becomes what? A orgasmic spirit, aka a blissed out spirit. When you are happy and content with yourself. They say life is like a penis. When it's hard, you're getting hosed. When it's soft, you can't beat it. I'm with Michael Jackson. I can't beat it. Beat it. No, life is good for me right now. So that's why. Moving on. Now, the phrase Mayat Hotel. I watch my man Ray Higgins. That's his phrase in the morning that he teaching his black Afrocentric concepts, and that's what he used. Mayat Hotep. I'm a big fan of that. And it means balance and peace. In life, you want to have balance. And when you reach that state of spiritual enlightenment, that orgasmic place, you blissed out, that's peace within yourself, harmony. Mayat Hotep means balance and peace. That was the greeting of our ancient ancestors. And when you understand that, like they say Salaam Alaikum, we say good morning. Everybody has a term, but is morning ever good? I thought morning was a week on the dead, but there's nothing else. I ain't going there with that time. They play them devil little semantic games with the word. Well, morning is really mean. I ain't got time for that. Moving on. Now, an orgasm is what? The ultimate is when you reach what? The height of sexual arousal or pleasure. With the woman, with the man, you reach that place. That's fine, but that's all physical. When you can obtain that feeling without another person, that's how creation was really made. he pleasured himself. Mm-hmm. So, grown folk talking today. So, yeah, he ejaculated, put it in his mouth. He had the sperm, had the seed to plant, and he also received the seed and spat out shoe and tough nut. Well, he spat out shoe and earled up tough nut, they say, or vice versa, depending on who tells the story. Okay, but whenever you hear the story, get the specifics right. Now, the other stuff I'm trying to mind, but at least get the specifics right. And if I hear somebody else tell me that Set and Neckback made a baby Anubis, I'm gonna choke them. No, do your homework, please. I'm just saying. Moving on. I had to get that one out. I get so annoyed when they get it wrong. They think they know what they talk about. Spiritual orgasm is reached when you make a conscious connection with your higher self, aka God. And that's the difference in who and how you are. Why? I had mine 10 years ago. I'm still riding it. I got a pastor's best friend. He's been riding it since I met him. So I'm a little late to the game, but yeah, I'm in the game now. Okay, I'm one of y'all. I'm a good guy. Bliss. What's bliss? Bliss is having a spiritual orgasm within oneself. That feeling is called ecstasy. Pleasure. When you have self-pleasure, to masturbate, whatever, to have that feeling, I can do that without doing that. That's the spiritual and mental orgasm that you can create for yourself. Once we get to understanding that all orgasm things ain't have to be physical. Oh, really? Now you got something. You can work with that. I'm sure they love that mental orgasm. He's all them people, I'm orgasm. I'm spiritually having an orgasm. So I might have started something, but yeah, go for it. Knock yourself out. When you become spiritually enlightened, that feeling is undescribable. Nobody can describe the feeling, so I put it to orgasm. Yeah. We all can identify with that one. Now, moving on. Last one, and I'll wrap it up. I appreciate you doing that. I hope you enjoyed the lesson. I'm enjoying giving it. So you see that a physical orgasm only lasts at most a few seconds. Okay? You go from 0 to 60 real quick. Faster than a Bugatti, faster than a Maserati. Some even, it's like, some quicker than that. Lightning speed, okay? You don't want to be lightning boy when it comes to that. But yeah, that's the whole point. It's physical, and everybody's limit is different. Some is quicker, some take longer. I'm just saying. But spiritually, spiritual orgasms last. I got 10 years running. I hope you can conceive that one. I got a buddy. He's on semen retention. I ain't getting on that bad way. Well, I ain't going there. I'm leaving you be, dog. You know I love you. All right, watch this. Yeah, we all love to have sexual orgasms, but in life, sexual orgasms should not be the end all be all. This is what I've been trying to tell my right thinkers, young men. Come above the waist. Life is good up here too. It just ain't physical. when you get behind them bars, you can wish you had learned how to be spiritually, mentally orgasmic. Why? 'Cause that's all you're going to get. I'm just saying. So you start practicing. But right thing is we end up in that predicament. But the ones who are there, they ain't got a clue. So let me just help you out. But now, when you understand how to share and have mental, spiritual intercourse to reach the orgasm with other people, that's a spiritual connection. It ain't physical, but it's spiritual, and it's a good connection. Why? Because it's the essence of us dealing with each other from the essence, not from the physical. You will enjoy it. Trust me, just like I do. I enjoy interacting spiritually. Why? I ain't got a problem with that. Moving on. We can share in what? Our spiritual bliss. Anybody that I know that's spiritually blissed out, I love to watch. I can share in that thing, 'cause I am too. Now, how they got there ain't the question. What they don't make a difference to me. But when you're spiritually blissed out, I'm with you 100%. I love my blissed out spiritual sisters. And mostly sisters. Ain't that many spiritual blissed out brothers. I don't know what that's about, but moving on. All right. But spiritual bliss, that comes what? Together spiritually with me. We can share in our spiritual bliss. Spiritual concepts, our spiritual beliefs. That's fine. That's what it's all about. That's what I do with you. Now, last one. Now, at my age and with my wisdom, spiritual orgasms is my thing. Them physical ones, I ain't big on that one. That's a young man thing. I ain't got a problem with that. I don't miss what I can't measure. So if I see 100 young girls go by, don't make a difference to me. What? I ain't getting there one of them. Simple. That ain't my thing. But spiritually, I've spiritually had spiritually caused every one of them. I'm just saying. I don't know if that made me a pervert, but I'm just giving a concept. But that's my thing of philosophy. Have your spiritual and mental orgasm on me. I'm out. Got to have mine.